I haven't put any music on. Hang on a second. Resume. That's better. Why do I always cut my head off? It's been silence. I swear it's been silence for hours. And now I've started. They're banging. It's like they're waiting for me. Let me shut the windows. You just can't make this up. You can't make it up. It's been silence for hours. And I've just put this on and now they started banging. And God knows what else will happen. You just can't work it out. Oh, give me strength. Anyway, guys, welcome to Mark Bajerski YouTube channel. Welcome to the Pure Energy Healing Academy. Noise free for a few more seconds, but I'm sure this will be a nice little video, an intro into a beautiful crystal that I've been working on now for, you guys probably know more than me. I ended up investing in a bunch of these crystals, and as I sent them to Bali to be mounted, I started working on, I think, about 40 or 50 of them. And I gifted about 20 away to certain friends who I completely trust in the work of sitting down, holding them, and telling me after maybe 10, 15, 20 hours what kind of effect they got from this crystal. And the reason why is because I poo-pooed this crystal for a long time, saying, look, I tried it didn't work, I didn't feel anything, so what's the point of working with it? Which was a bit silly really, but I was very much into Moldavite, totally, so I was kind of biased. And I guess when you have such an amazing experience with Moldavite instantly, it's very difficult to see any other crystal as the same. So I had a lot of messages from people who always encourage me to look at crystals. Now, I don't know every crystal, but I know a lot. I know a lot of crystals and I've worked with a lot. So this one was, okay, I'm going to invest in some and I'm going to work with them, and because if I invest in them, to me that means I've got to put my effort into it, I've got to put my energy into it, and I've got to be open-minded now. So it was a kind of not that I didn't have a choice, it's just that there were so many messages coming from so many of my friends, healers, and people who are just lovers of crystals, were saying, look Mark, don't poo-poo it, look at it, work with it, it's really good. So I'm going to show you them now. They're here. This is the final batch of my Libyan desert glass. They're here. They've been mounted and they've come from Bali and they're all mounted up. They're all ready now. Absolutely beautiful. And I've got to admit, the more I kind of work with them, the more I kind of have that feeling of I really starting to love them. And the reason why is because they're not the most beautiful looking crystals, just like Moldavite. They're a bit kind of, actually they're more beautiful than Moldavite to look at. They're more of a smoother, and they're actually quite lovely individually. You can see the difference in colours. And you can see the difference as well with certain pieces which are slightly rougher, but they've all got that silky kind of smooth finish to them, not like Moldavite. Moldavite's kind of like a rougher finish, a different feel completely. So I guess you want to know what I've been feeling from this crystal. It's not Moldavite, and it never will be Moldavite, but that's probably been my block. That's probably been my issue. I'm measuring this crystal to Moldavite, and it's actually quite fascinating because there's no other crystal I measure to Moldavite, which is weird, right? I mean, I've worked with so many different crystals which have an extraterrestrial slant energy, a pull, Tissit being one of them, Mount Shasta being another. And these energetic frequencies are very individual and unique, and thus I found myself becoming more of a competition almost, because maybe the ego in me saying there's nothing that can touch Moldavite. But I have to say, having worked with this crystal over these months, I've tried to combine them with the crystals that I love, which is Tektite and Herkimer Diamond, and they ended up pretty awesome in many ways. So if we take Moldavite out of this picture and just look at this beautiful, unusual Libyan desert glass, there's certain factors that I have to account for right now if I was writing a book about this crystal. One of the things that I felt were helped me on my journey in these past 6 months is that it raised my frequency of the third eye and the crown chakra. I felt more alert, more aware, and what I was looking at when I was wearing it, whatever it may be, whatever the situation may be, whether it be in a healing situation, whether it be somebody who needed help, I found myself being more open. And I think one of the things that this does, this beautiful glass, this beautiful tektite, or whatever you want to call it, this crystal does, is it raises your awareness in a very unique way. Working with it as a healer, I worked with it now on myself and a few clients that were friends, on the internet, not one-to-one, on the internet. And I think the conclusion working with my clients with this crystal is it gives you an instant connection to your client and their issue and problem. So it raises your, if you like, psychic ability, psychic awareness, and it helps you connect to their spiritual and physical body. So it really does help healers, psychics and seers. I think it's definitely something that you can't deny. It definitely raises that frequency around you and the connection to your client. On a personal note, since I've been wearing it, I felt stronger in my physical. I felt my body being able to fight off a lot of negative energies, not just of my emotions, but of other people's negative energies. So this is definitely a crystal that protects. When you're wearing this, you feel as if your own energetic frequency strengthens to a higher protection. And I also feel like it cleanses and clears a lot of the fears and worries from day to day. There's been many a times that I've sat and done conversations with you guys with a Libyan desert glass on while wearing it. And there were moments where I found myself getting more and more in depth into the subject that, quite frankly, shocked me, because I thought, where did that come from? So it's almost like you are connected to a higher source. You are connected to something far more brighter and stronger than yourself. So it is a connection to our extraterrestrial world or the cosmos. It definitely helps you attune to things that you've never seen or never saw before. That's why I like wearing it. So predominantly when you wear this, if you are a creator, if you are a leader in the sense of making a difference in the world to try and help people, then this is an absolutely amazing crystal to just give it a try, give it a go. My understanding of Libyan desert right now has changed to when I first held a piece. When I hold a piece now, I hold it with a new understanding, and as I hold it, I'm more aware and more open to allowing certain subtle energies, frequencies, and whispers inside me. So it's definitely a builder of my awakening. It definitely strengthens my path and journey. So I love this crystal. I've got probably about another 5 hours work on this small collection. It's the last collection I've got. And after I finish working on these, there's a certain energy that I'd like to put into these, and that is, let me tell you if you can understand this or not. So there's this world, there's the world which we call our spirit world, and then there's a world in between. I'm working on this particular group of crystals to try and connect to the in-between, to be able to help clear those stuck in between two worlds. I've actually started on 6 different groups of crystals already for the past 6 months, because I realize that if we can put that very energy into the crystals and you wear it, then you are without a doubt in that energy frequency to be able to help shift spirit trapped in between two worlds without even trying to do anything too much, because the crystal will hold the memory of me helping clear or bring into this crystal the energetic frequency or memory that helps spirit trapped in between two worlds go home. So this is just something that I work on personally. I don't normally talk about this as much, but this is what I'm going to work on with these, because it's a perfect combination. Strengthen you, add a beautiful memory of helping spirit trapped in between two worlds. I think that's going to work really well. So about maybe another 5 to 8 hours work, and then I'll put these on markbajerski.com. So there you are. That's my little update on a very beautiful crystal that I'm becoming more warm to day by day. And I must admit, I have to say to a lot of you guys, I do apologize, because I really didn't listen, and I'm so glad I did, because I'm really enjoying the journey. And if I would be a full-time healer right now, I would definitely have one of these as part of my spiritual tools, for sure. So there you go. Have a beautiful day, guys, and I hope this short but sweet video serves you well. I'm sending you much love, and I'd like to also finally finish off on thank you so much for supporting markbajerski.com and buying your authentic crystals, incense, oils and teas. Have a most beautiful day. Take care.